Ha? Gidiyor mu ses? Açtın mı kamerayı?
Sesi açtım da onlara gidiyor.
Ses gidiyor mu size?
Yes hocam.
Tahtaya yazayım bari. Ses var mı? Madem iyi peki. Tamam. Gecikme için özür dilerim. Dalmışım. Telefonum da çekmiyormuş. Bana ulaşamamışlar. Kör noktaydı herhalde. Soru şuydu. Dörde 4 bir karemiz var. Satranç tahtası gibi. Ama henüz boyanmamış, bembeyaz. Ve bu karenin, bu satranç tahtasının bazı karelerini öyle boyayacağız ki her sütunda ve her satırda, I have to speak English, right? Sorry. So we have a chessboard, 4x4, and we have to paint, we have to color some of the small squares here in such a way that in each column and each row, there will be only 2 colored squares, like this. In each column and each row, there are only 2 colored squares. The question is, in how many ways can you do this? Okay. I guess there are no answers because I didn't get any homeworks back. I wish that you worked on this. There are around 20 people, 20 students in this class, and there are only 5 of you there. And next semester, I will not teach this class because of your disinterest. If you are not interested, I am not interested either. Okay, so let's see the first column. In how many ways can we color the first column? Well, we can do this, of course. Can you take the whole board there? What can you take? Okay, I will try to do the 6 of them here. I can do these 2. This is a mildly difficult counting problem. Hafifçe zor, yani çok kolay değil ama çok zor da değil. Aklı başında olmak lazım. You have to be calm and proceed in a methodical way. See, I can have this, or this, or this. Or this. Or this. Finally, of this type. There are 6 ways of placing, of painting the first column, right? 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4. There are 6 ways. But these are all equivalent. Bunlar hepsi birbirine denk. What do I mean by equivalent? I mean that if you exchange these 2 rows, this figure becomes this one. Right? Any configuration, this is called configuration, any paint, any way of painting, starting like this, the first column, you can transform this into a painting of this form with these 2 squares painted. If you exchange these 2 columns, you see? If you exchange these 2, this comes to here, this comes to here, like here. And if you exchange the two, this will become this. You see? So the number of configurations starting like this here is equal to the configuration starting like this here, and is equal to the configuration starting like this here. They're all equivalent. They are the same. They are similar. They are similar. And how do I get these from these? For example, if I exchange the first two rows here, I get this one. Or if you exchange these two and these two, you get this one. It's also equivalent. And if you exchange the last two rows here, you get this one. These are equivalent. And if you exchange these two, these are equivalent. So the number, let's call this A. A is 6 times something, 6 times, because if there are 50 of them here, there will be 50 of them here, 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 here. It will be 6 times 50. Is this clear? Girls and boys, is this clear? Yes. Thank you, Sarib. You are one of the few who does the homework. Yes, yes, you too, Ima. Thank you very much. Okay, good. No, it's just fine. I can see it. Okay, so I can erase the 5 others. So probably there are 5 students there, but only 2 following, or 3. Yes. Rima, Zahib, Fahad, they are all foreign students. Okay. Oh, yes, math also. Okay, good. Yeah, 5. Okay, good. Now, so therefore, I can erase the 5 others. I can leave only this one. The answer is 6 times number of ways we can color this. Of course, this is now white. This is white also. Okay. Now let us look at the first row now. I have 1 painted. I have to have 2 more. What can I do? I can have this one can be painted, colored. This one can be colored. Or this one can be colored, right? One of the 3, either here or here or here, here, here or here. So there are 3 different ways, but they are all equivalent, because if you exchange the second and third columns without touching this, this will become this. If you exchange the last 2 columns, this will become this. So these are all equivalent. If you have 50 of them here, you will have 50 of them here, you will have 50 of them here. Is this clear? I will expect 5 answers there. Okay, Rima. Suhib, Fahad, Mert. Yes, Suhib. It's the same like here, you see, like here. If you exchange these 2 columns like this will become these. If you exchange the last 2 columns, this will become these. So if you have 100 of these, you have 100 of these, 100 of these. You will have 300 in total. Very good. Suhib. Iyad. Matt said yes. Suhib, yes. Say, okay, yes, okay, good. You have 3 clears and Rima also. Very good. Okay. So the answer is 6 times 3 times something. The number of ways I can erase these two. 18 times something. Okay, see now this is white, this is white. Okay. Now I have to look at this. Let us look at the first column, at the second column. I need 2 more here. One more here. I have 1 colored. I need 1 more color, either here or here or here. I have three possibilities. Here, here, or here. But here or here, they are equivalent. They are the same. They are the same. Because if you exchange the last 2 rows, if it's colored here, when you exchange it, this will be colored and this will be white. See? You have last one. I need 3 of them, but 2 will be the same. Okay. Now for the second row, either this or this will be colored. Correct? Okay. Now this and this are not equivalent. Because, you know, if you exchange these 2 rows, for example, these 2 rows, you will not get this one. But these 2 are equivalent. If you exchange the last 2 rows, they will be the same, right? This will become this. This will become this. Any configuration starting like this will become this if you exchange the last 2 rows. Herhangi bir konfigürasyon bununla başladığın zaman son 2 satırı değiştirirsen eğer bu hale gelir. Değil mi? If you had A of them, if you had B of them, you will also have B of them, of course. So this is 6 times 3 times A plus 2B, whatever A and B are. All right? Okay. Suhib, did you say? Okay. 2 options only. Yes. Exactly, Rema. Exactly, Rema. Either of this type or of this type or of this type, but these 2 types, they are equivalent. But these are not equivalent. They are not equivalent. They are different. In fact, if you color it like this, then this should be empty. This should be empty. This should be empty. This should be empty. You have only one choice. This color, this color, this color, this color. So A is equal to 1. So this A is 1. Say yes, boys and girls. Yes. Okay. So A is 1. You see this, eh? Yes? A is 1. Because there's only one way. If these 4 are colored, then you have to color these 4. There's no other way. Say yes or no. Can you perceive it how it's 1? Okay. So this is the way it was. These 4 are colored. Now I want, so this is empty, this is empty, this is blank, 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 blank. I have to have 2 at each row. So I have to color this, and this. There's only one way to complete this configuration, to a configuration that I want. Clear, yes, of course. Thank you. Thank you. So Vilma said yes. Fahad said yes. Mert? Matt has left. Okay, so A is one. A is one. So I have to find B now. B now. Okay, let's look at B. Now this is white, of course, because you have two colors here. This must be white. This must be white. Correct? This is white. This is white. Okay, now I have to have one color here. One of these two. Either this or this. Not both. Only one. Either this or that. But these are equivalent. If you exchange these two, if you color this, then when you exchange, this will be colored. If you color this, when you exchange, this will be colored. So B is two times number of configurations you can get with this. Bravo, Matt. Okay? You see, so I have to count B. Now I look at these two. There's only one color here. So either this or that will be colored, one of these two. But they are the same, they are equivalent. If you color this, it's the same as coloring this, because when you exchange the last two columns, you get one from the other. Suhib and Rima. Thank you, Rima. Suhib is still thinking. Okay, okay. So two times when I color this, okay? So if I color this, this will be white, of course, because you have two colors already. This will be white. Okay. Now, you have two whites here. So I have to have two blacks here. I have two blacks here, so I have to have a white here. I have only one black here, so I have to have black here. So it's two times one. It's two. B is two. 2 times 2. So the answer is 4. This is 4. This is 5. This is 18. 18 times 5 is 90. The answer is 90. Okay. So for next time, I will give you 2 homeworks. One is do the same, count the same thing. Now with 5 by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The same method. The same method will work. Of course, it will be slightly more complicated, and the number will be much larger than this. Each column and each row, you will have only 2 colors. This is the first problem. Either these two, like for example, in how many ways can you do this? You'll have to think the same way. Okay. Now, next problem. One problem or one of the other. Yeah. Okay, now the second problem is the following. You have a school with 100 students. 100 öğrencilik bir okul var. 100 students. And you have 100, how do you call these? Dolap nedir? You have 100 cases, you know, where you put your locker. In the locker room, you have 100 lockers like this. Okay, numbered from 1 to 100. Each locker has a number from 1 to 100. And each student has a number from 1 to 100. The lockers in the beginning, they are all locked. They're all closed. The first student enters. He opens all the lockers. He opens them all. And he goes away from the other door, from the back door. The second student enters, and he closes the even ones. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. The first student, the first one, opens all of them. The second one, now they're all opened. The second one closes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. And 100 also, 98 and 100, the even ones, the ones divisible by 2. The third student, but now at this point, half of the lockers are closed, half of them are open. Yarısı kapalı, yarısı açık dolapların. Now the third one is actually open. Third one is open. So the third student intervenes to the lockers whose number is divisible by 3. If they are open, he closes it. If they are closed, he opens it. He opens them. Okay? The fourth one intervenes to the lockers number 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on. Divisible by 4, only the ones divisible by 4. And the fifth one, the ones divisible by 5. Sixth one divisible by 6. 96 the last one, okay? And so on. And the last one, of course, only intervenes to the locker number 100. Okay? So each student, when it enters the dressing room, they close or they open, depending whether or not they are open or closed. The lockers whose number is divisible by the number of the student. The number 7, for example, he touches only the lockers number 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, and so on. The ones divisible by 7. Okay, the question is, which lockers will remain open at the end of this procedure? After all the students came in and went out from the other door, from the back door, which lockers will be left open? Which? I'm not asking how many. I'm asking which lockers will be left open. Is the problem clear? Okay, Rima said yes. Fahad said yes. And there's Berk, I believe. What was his name? Math. There are other people, but I don't hear them. Maybe Matt started to work on the other problem. I hope so, at least. Okay, so these are 2 problems for next time. You can send me as a homework either both or one or none, as you do as usual. Yeah, okay. You don't send homeworks. Okay, everybody? Okay. Okay, then see you next time.
Teacher,
take some time on this, 1 hour, 2 hours. If you think 2 hours per week, you'll be pretty successful in life. In general, people don't think at all.
Teacher,
Try to think 2 hours per week.
Teacher, I have a question about the recordings. where can I find them if they're on Bilgi Learn or not?
Hı.